Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Today, we are going to be doing an ink review of Robert Oster, Link of Fire. Today is Thursday, July 23rd. The time is 1:45 p.m. Today is 2:05 of 365 of 2020. Today's ink review is generously provided by Manda B. You can find her link in the description. This is how the ink sample came. Today's question of the day is, what is your biggest strength and what is your biggest weakness? Today's quote is, consistency is the last refuge of the unimaginative. So, how are you all doing today? Are you having a nice day? That's nice. I'm so glad you're having a nice day. That's nice. Okay, so we are live. Today, this is the ink swatch that will go on inkswatch.com. And this is our comparison panel for the day. We will look at that in a little bit. Today's pens are the Moonman T1 with a Fountain Pen Revolution Gold Flex Nib. Oh dear. And I'm already getting it everywhere. Don't move. Oh jeez. I'm gonna have a blue knuckle. This is great. Fantastic. Blue knuckles. Hee hee. Okay. And the Jinhao 992 with a 1.1mm stub. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay. This thing driving me crazy. Why you drive me crazy all the time? Ooh, this is a very wet pen. I will try some flexiness with this later. Let's see. This is yesterday's ink. It was very nice. I like it a lot. Thank you, Miss Turtle. This is Exceed 100 GSM paper. I don't see any bleed through, so that's nice. We will see what it looks like tomorrow. I have a feeling that this is going to bleed, so alright. Where are my pages? Starting with the Pen and Gear memo book from Walmart.com. This is a very dark ink. I mean dark. I don't see any feathering. There might be a little bit of feathering. Did not bleed through the page, so that's good news. It's a little bit of ghosting here and there, but I would totally use the back side of this paper. Next is the CVS Caliber notebook paper. Oh, I did smear it a little bit. Oops. It didn't look like it feathered too bad. Did not bleed through the page. I would totally use the back side of this paper. My Birmingham Pen Company Tomoe River paper, 52 GSM. Oops, where am I? Did not feather or bleed through. Normal Tomoe River ghosting. I would totally use the back side of this paper. Rhodia dot paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I would totally use the back side of this paper. Fabriano Ikuko, 85 GSM. Didn't feather or bleed. I would totally use the back side of this paper. The Premier Premium Journal, feathered like crazy. It's a chicken. Bled through the page. Would not use the back side of this paper. Lamy Notebook, 90 GSM, quad rolled paper. Did not feather or bleed through. Would totally use the back side of this paper. Clairefontaine French roll paper. Did not feather or bleed through. Would totally use the back side of this paper. Writing tablet from shopicecolor.com, found it at the Dollar Tree. Did not feather or bleed through. Would totally use the back side of this paper. Express It quad rolled paper. Maybe it feathered just a little tiny bit. And bled through the page. Would not use the back side of this paper. Target.com 5-star notebook paper. Feathered a little bit. Bled through the page. Would not use the back side of this paper. HP Premium 24-pound HP 24-pound copy paper. Did feather a little bit and bled through the page. Would not use the back side of this paper. HP Premium 32-pound paper. Did not feather or bleed through. Did not bleed through. I would totally use the back side of this paper. Last but not least is Mead. Feathered a little bit. Bled through the page. Would not use the back side of this paper. This is the result of the water resistance test, we'll call it. the Nick Stewart technique, or as I like to call it, the Marilyn Darling technique, because it's kind of the opposite of Nick Stewart. Very pretty. Kind of looks like a lake. It's very nice. And here is our comparison panel for today. So, you can look at some other blues. Diamine, Skull and Roses. Private Reserves, DC Super Show Blue. Noodler's Midnight Blue. Diatramentus Robert Lewis. Fountain Pen Revolution Blue Black. Pure Pens Saltaire. Nemesine Blue Snowball Nebula Twinkle. Organic Studios Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue. Monteverde Blue Velvet Cake. Twisby Midnight Blue. Diamine Bloody Brexit. Rohrer and Klinger Königsblau. Aurora Blue. Monteverde Sapphire. And Freedom of the Starry Skies Blue. What did you guys think of today's ink? So, I have learned that sometimes when I show you the where to find it, it's not available. But this one does seem to be available on Google. So, if you have a Google machine, you can Google where to find the samples in your area. I hope that does help. So, would you buy this ink? Is it in your wheelhouse? I haven't quite worked with it enough yet, but I will give you my result on that tomorrow. So, I'm going to put everything back in order, and then I can start tomorrow morning with a new ink, which I don't know what it is, because I've already laid them out in the order that I want to do them, and I'm just going to let the wheels fall where they lay. Tried to do these in weight order, so that way I can go from the heaviest weight to the lightest weight, but except for the mead, it goes last. Oh, I have to label this thing. Lake of Fire! Oh, go away. God. Leave it alone. Okay, so what did you think of today's ink? Let's take a peek at what happened yesterday, shall we? Yesterday's ink was Diamine Havasu. I did a little bit of calligraphy with it, but not much. So, and I was just pretty messy the whole day. My writing is not indicative of the way I usually write. Usually I can kind of read it, but lately I have just been really bored of doing calligraphy. Some days are nicer than others. And some days I just don't feel like doing anything. Especially now that I've been semi-retired for a whole week now. I've been bored off my arse. So I don't know. We'll have to see how the future comes along. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing my my bujo, because I'm going to be doing the last week of the month in this book, and then next week on Friday I will be setting up in a new book. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this series and that you will come along with me on some more of these reviews. I want to tell you guys that I really appreciate all of the help that you guys give me by sharing the videos with your friends and liking and sharing and subscribing and coming and hanging out with me. It really means a lot. So that is all for today. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. I love you. Bye.